Hello everyone. I'm just finishing getting everything set up so that I can actually stream. I need to plug my phone in and stuff, but I was like, hey, I may as well start the stream and then I can chat at you a little bit while we get this a little bit more settled, you know. Flynn, do not scratch the foot pedal, dude. Yeah, you. Alright, I'm getting the collab cam set up here. Start, close. And then we are going to do a little bit different setup tonight because it looks like I'm able to do both like a dual output, so I'm able to do vertical and horizontal. I'm like, all right, well, let's try that and see what happens here. All right, so next thing's next. I have absolutely nothing. I got nothing. I don't know what we're doing tonight. I've got a few things I want to try out here, and then we're going to be doing some other stuff, and then we're going to be doing some other stuff. So let's put that there. Lynn, my goodness, are you a pest tonight? All right, hello. My goodness. Okay, let's get on to YouTube. Do I stream myself? 100%. I am my own most dedicated viewer. Alright, now we're going to get out of studio mode, and then I'm going to see if I can do what I really want to do eventually is, and I think we're going to try these over the next couple days. Oh, I can't do it now. Interesting. No, I do not want to log out. Okay, I'm going to have to figure that out. That's fine. Anyway, the next couple days is I do want to kind of try and play around with Twitch a little bit and see if I can get like the dual, well, basically the software that I can do multiple streams. So I just end up streaming to multiple places. So what I've got here right now is I've got some eyeglass cases that I want to finish. And then I think what we'll do is we'll go in and do the Kato cat. I love you, but you are in the way, buddy. You are a pest, aren't you? Hello. We love you. Okay. Where are you going to go? I'm going to go right in front of the laptop, of course. Cool. All right. Just going to make sure that, like, that's out of the way. Okay, so actually, we're also going to change out the bobbin count here. April bobbin count. 20 total. May bobbin count. White. Black. Ding, 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 ding. That's not what I want you to do. Okay, so I'm gonna make another little widget here. Okay, let me go back into, we're gonna go into intermission. Hello. And then I'm gonna go in, we're just gonna play around with some stuff because apparently that is not too happy. Okay. So it is looking like I've got, okay, so I'm calling these jelly plans right now because it's like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it or not, but, so they're not solid plans, they're like jelly. Oh, there we go, that works. But it's very much looking like I might be able to go to Japan this year. I was actually looking at October, which would have been perfect. It was fairly cheap for hotels and everything like that. Then Dallas got told that he's got something he has to stay at work late for, so that's not going to work. But switching from that to October or November, there we go. November actually does work better for the temple markets and everything like that. But it is like the hotels are between like $50 to 3 times more expensive. And it's like even the hostels in Kyoto are like $100 a night. And I'm like, I am not staying at a hostel. In part because it's just like I don't want my bags there. I'm also not 20 years old. In fact, I'm well past that age now. which was the last time I stayed in a hostel, because I stayed in a hostel for Singapore and I stayed in a hostel when we went up to Tokyo for Christmas. Anyway, I'm like, of course. So I think we'll still do it. I'm still going to do it, not November. I will just, what I'm debating right now is that I could go and I could stay in Osaka, but then I have to do an hour transit every time I want to go into Kyoto, and most of what I want to do is in Kyoto. So I'm like, damn it. Maybe I just need to suck it up and actually stay in a hostel. I don't know. Or I could just suck it up and pay the hotel prices and stop complaining about the fact that I have to pay more to go to Japan. That might be good too. So right now, this lining didn't actually end up covering all of the where we need to stitch here. So I'm just going to go in and tear the lining out. And then I will sew these again. Well, not again. I'll sew this one again, and I'll sew the other ones as well. I was tidying up today, and I had a whole stack of like lining fabrics for these May glasses cases. Patterns from Miss Freckles Designs on Etsy is the only place I've found her so far. But I, for the life of me, cannot find the interiors, of course. So, you know, this is why sometimes I don't tidy up. But it is feeling better. I got the desk like 95%, I would say. Not quite usable, but I can like kind of shuffle things around and it would be usable, sort of tidy up. I knew I wouldn't get it this perfect, but I also remember why I stopped tidying up the last round was because I had hit all the fiddly crap that I was like, oh, I don't want to do this right now. Plus it's the stuff that like is soul sucking and takes so much time at the same time. So I have a whole stack of small box bags now to finish. I have a whole stack of bags that are nearly finished, and actually quite a few kimono and obi bags that are like practically done. So I'm going to work on those in the next week because I've got the kimono market on May 19th. And by the way, thank you so much to everyone who came to the Peace Fiber Festival. That was actually one of my best shows ever, and I very much appreciate it. You guys showed up. It was awesome because there's a whole new like audience as well, which is always really cool. And someone mentioned that they had been watching me on YouTube, and that's always really neat too. So I'll take it. Dallas had a good visit with the family friends. The kids had a good time running around like maniacs outside because it was actually decent weather. And then we came home, and it's been crappy weather ever since. I was saying that I would very likely do the shop update in June, but then I remembered that there are so many large box bags, and if I wait until June, then I'm going to have to photograph large box bags and kato bags. So I don't know what date I will do the update yet, but I am going to try and get all the photos taken this weekend. I'm trying to have a little bit better work-life balance right now, but I don't think that's going to happen for a few months. Anyway, so right now what I'm doing is I'm just seam ripping all of this seam around this glasses case. I do have, so what we're doing tonight is I am experimenting with the fusible foam to see if I like that finish on these cases better than this stabilizer that I'm using right now. I do have a crap ton of this stabilizer cut out in the shape of these glasses cases, so we're still going to use it up. I'm still happy with how it looks, but I did want to find out if I would have another use for the fusible foam if I were to go in and actually do a purchase of fusible foam, because it is not inexpensive. Now, if I was just to use it for book sleeves, whatever, that's fine. But if I had like 2 uses for it, it doesn't make more sense, actually. I don't know why I'm saying that, because realistically, if I only have one thing that uses it, then I use it up less quickly than if I have 2 things that use it. But whatever, in my head, it makes more sense. Don't trust what I say in my head, I guess. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to scoot the tripod back just a tick because I need to get into the drawer with my bobbins. There we go. Alrighty, there's the black, and where are my white bobbins? Hello, where'd you go? You're supposed to be right there. Oh, okay, they're still right. I didn't put them right. Okay, so we're not counting this as a bobbin because I haven't used it up yet. When I use up this white bobbin, and then it will go into the count. That count is for used bobbins. And anyway, so tonight we're going to do this. I've got like some notions pouches here. If I fancy, where's my, oh, my phone froze, that's why. Okay, well, that's lovely too. Anyway, we've got some notions pouches, and honestly, we can probably, the main thing we're going to be doing, or I'm going to be doing, is actually clipping together the Kato bags. Where did my thread snips go? Hello, thread snips. Damn it. Okay, I know there's a pair on my desk over there. I've got the fancy pair here, but I don't like them as much. It's ridiculous. These are like $20, and the like $2.50 ones are way, 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 way better than the Fiskars ones are. So, but whatever. They're thread snips. That's the main thing, and that's what I needed, because that end needed to be reset for threading the needle. The cat is totally sleeping on the child monitor. Oh. All right. Why are you tight? What is how? Okay, because it's like, oh, because I didn't put it. I think I hadn't sewn in weeks, not like, what has it been? I was sewing on, I guess it's been a week. But you think I had been sewing for weeks, so I just threaded that machine. So this, the cones go on a stand up in the back here. And if, I guess I haven't ever not put it through the cone hole. And apparently when you don't put it through the cone hole, it gets wrapped around the, there's static, wrapped around the top of the cone, I guess. I don't know. That was weird. All right. Around and down and through. Also, if you're the customer that was requesting the tutorial for how to use the needle stashers or the DPN holders, because I call them needle stashers and I'm pretty sure everyone else calls them DPN holders, I will be doing that soon. I will post a short of it to all the social media channels, because it is a question that I get consistently. It's something that I've thought that I need to film, and I just have not done it yet. So there's really no excuse. I just haven't done it. All right, so we're going to sew these guys. Pattern calls for you to cut this out before you sew it. I skipped that step because it saves me a lot of time, because you got to cut it out. Like, you're supposed to go in and trim the corners anyway. So I'm just like, may as well just do it once. All right, now this is corners. It does take some concentration to get around these corners, because it's curves, and sewing curves is never easy. And I don't know. Obviously, it will get better as you get more like skill with it, but whatever. I do have another eyeglass case pattern that I do actually want to try out. I just got to actually buy the pattern. I could not figure out how to purchase it because it was from a Dutch designer. Dutch website, that's fine. But I forgot that Canada in Dutch is, starts with a K. I should have remembered this. And I was like, I can't find Canada on the like country list. And so they recruited someone to help me and everything. And they're like, Canada starts with a K in this case. I'm like, oh, well, now I feel dumb. Because working at the information center for Radium Hot Springs, I should have remembered that Dutch Canada starts with a K. Anyway, it's super cute. It should hold. These glasses cases are very roomery. I haven't had any glasses that haven't fit in them yet. but the other one is even roomier. So, plus it's got a really cool construction, which I'm excited about. And the person helping me to go purchase it was like, just know that it's in German. And I'm like, yeah, if it's got good photo tutorial, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Heck, I follow YouTube video instructions that are just all measurements. We should be good. Okay, there we go. I went a little bit overboard there. Now that should be, yeah, there we go, good. So it was like, it wasn't caught last round, and now it is caught. I do need to track down my pinking shears for these. Stay. I've got a big, there they are. I've got a big bin up there, and I just tried to move the cart, and the big bin, well, it's not a big bin, it's one of the Jonah. Anyway, but the bin was like, hello, why? No. Okay, so these are quite small pieces to be using for this, but it should work. Everything's, oh, it doesn't have a seam allowance there. I wonder if I could still make it work. I think it does, because we got to sew so close to that edge anyway. Well, let's actually just try it. Just around that corner. And if I can get it, then we'll continue. If I can't get it around this little fishtail corner, then we'll wait until I find the pile of lining that has been cut for these and disappeared today after I found it. Because of course, why wouldn't it? So annoyed about that. Okay, I think we're good. On this side, oh, we're good. Sweet, okay, and then we'll try on this side. And if this side's good, then we're golden. Slow, slow, slow. Just go around the corner. Actually, I'm going to go up to here where I typically do a back stitch anyway. It's fighting a little bit because it's got a magnetic snap already placed in it like it's supposed to. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So I'm just going to sneak this in a little bit tighter here. So we get that nice fold there. And now we're going to go around. We got our taxes done, finally. I was very glad for that, because, well, I gotta do GST still, but income tax is done. So that's the big one, because now all my GST stuff is added up. More or less. 1, 2. And this is another one where it's going to be tight, but I think it'll work. Okay. Nice thing with these the interfacing being, or the stabilizer, I guess more, is that it is thick, so I can actually feel where it is. And then we can flip it. We're going to do the exact same thing, except we're going to do from this corner. Since I backstitched that corner anyway because it's a point of stress, because that's where the fold is. Basically, that corner becomes the bottom of the bag, or bottom of the case. Yep. Even more room on this one than the other one. Sweet. Could I actually chain piece across that? 100%. I just thought of that. Oh, well. Oh, shoot. Okay, no, okay, I'm gonna do this bottom bit, and then I have to go in and actually install the snap before we continue, because the snap goes so that it is contained. It's a rivet magnetic snap, and it needs to be contained in the bag so it's not scratching the glasses. But that's okay. As long as this part's sewn, we're good. I'm gonna just do a little bit closer there because I kind of warbled out when I realized that I have to do the snap. There we go. Okay, but that's okay. We'll just partially sewn on. We've got lots of fabric there. We're good. This will get pinked away anyway. And then yeah, I need to install the snap like right here later though. I'm not gonna worry about it right now then. Back into timeout with you apparently. Okay, so this is the one, I've put the fusible foam in it instead. So it's thicker and it's a little bit more padded. And what I'm wondering is if I'm gonna like how it shapes the case better, basically. I don't know. I haven't worked with this foam much. I really liked what it did with the book sleeve though, so let's throw this under and see where we get. Could I be using a zipper foot? Yes, I could be using a zipper foot. In fact, when I go in to do a run of these this next time, that is exactly what I'm going to do. But since we're only doing like apparently only 3.5 tonight, I'm not too worried about it. Alright, so curves are kind of scary. They take a lot of practice, but for some reason, this is extremely meditative tonight. I'll take it. Tried to convince Dallas that we should go do Japan in September after the half marathon, because we could get a direct flight out of Calgary, like run the half, go to Calgary, get on a direct flight to Tokyo. But, and fairly enough, he doesn't want to pay that much money to like go for like 8 days with the kids. It's like, okay, but we should do it anyway. Alright, that looks really good. This foam is really thick. So I'm going to go through and pink these down all together because we're going to turn them. I'm going to leave a little bit extra here just because I think the lining might be a bit stretched with the fusible foam. I've tried this before with like basically batting and or fusible fleece, but it makes them too floopy, so that's why I never went with it. I really like the stabilizer in them because it does actually provide a body and structure to the case, and that's what I was looking for. But I think this foam might be a nice happy medium, because what it would be a time saver, because then I would only need to like cut this piece and fuse it instead of cutting this piece and the interfacing and then like sewing it all together. I don't know. I guess more, what would you call it? Like more, not energy, and not equipment, but the other thing, material efficiency, I guess would be the best description for it. By the way, I absolutely do adore these glasses cases. I know that I've been asked for glasses cases for a really long time. It's not something that I really found a pattern for that I enjoyed until recently, so I'm really glad that I was able to find something finally, because these are adorable once they're finished. Alright, I guess I could actually turn you so you could see what I'm doing instead of just hearing me go snip, 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 snip all the time. Alright, so for the, oh my goodness. What happened there? Oh, it's like, hey, I'm gonna go to a camera. Seriously? Apparently. Okay. Okay, I didn't close it completely. That's good. Hello. And apparently it was like, well, we're just gonna like go straight back to showing it on stream instead of being like, hey, should I show it on stream? shear down this one too. To just trim this down right here. You leave a very generous amount for turning because I have not in the past. The pile is already starting to grow, by the way. But anyway, I have not left enough in the past, and it has been a nightmare to turn. I just realized these can. Yeah, that I'll stop to stitch that cat's one with white. That's fine. Okay. So and then of course the terror of turning out the stabilizer. It does not look like I'm scared of it, but I am kind of scared of it because it's very stiff. Oh, this is adorable. Oh my goodness gracious. So cute. Okay, let's get this in here. Okay, and then I will go in and pull all of that excess thread left over from seam ripping. Okay, nice and tight stitching. Excellent. Then what's going to happen is we'll fold it up and get stitched, and then I put in a magnet snap up here, and that is so adorable. So cute. All right. The nice thing is that means that we'll be able to finish like 3 of these tonight, because I need to also have some of the more of these on it because they have been popular in the last few months. I guess that would make sense with summertime coming up. It's like maybe not necessarily like a summer purchase, but like a more, we're thinking more about it in this pre-summer, because I wouldn't call this spring right now. It's just, the calendar says it's May. The weather does not. We had snow on the ground yesterday. We have snow on the ground today. It was miserable all day. Not as bad as yesterday, but still pretty gross. It was the youngest's birthday today, so Dallas is out of town, so we just kind of did a low-key. We went to a bake shop and I offered cupcakes, but they wanted a donut, so they got a donut. So it was exciting. I know our neighbors are on baby watch, and I'm kind of like, it would be really funny and like awesome if their little one was also born on May 2nd. That would be kind of hilarious and amazing. Yeah, there we go. So dapper. And then it goes, oh my God. Why didn't I finish? I don't know why I didn't finish this one last year. Yeah, so you can see that's quite stiff when you're like folding it. Obviously it's better once you actually get the magnetic snap in and everything, but yeah, and obviously get it actually sewn together, blah blah blah. But I want to see what this foam is going to do, because I feel like it's going to add the structure while also adding a little bit more protection, which would be nice. I just hope as long as it's not too floopy, because like I said, when I did the fusible fleece earlier, it was too floopy. Okay, everything. Ooh, well, that turned out nice. Like, it turned nicely. It was way easier to turn, which is also a point for the fusible foam as well. So this fusible foam is the one I was talking about that I'll be using in the book sleeves too. Kind of what I'm trying to do is justify the cost of purchasing a bolt, and for some reason being able to use it for 2 products in my head. Oh, that is nice. Makes it, oh, but it looks puffy. I don't really want it to look, oh, right, because with fusible foam, a lot of people suggest that you actually do like a light interfacing underneath and then do the fusible foam. So it's not actually going to save me any time versus doing the stabilizer. It is like squishy, which is to the benefit of like adding some extra protection for the glasses. I guess what we'll have to do is actually sew it together and see. I think I like the structure of the other ones better, but let's see. All right. Now, since these are structural seams, I do typically, wait. Yeah, I need to top stitch across here first, and then we top stitch everything around. Anyway, because these are structural seams, I do keep the top stitching, well, this one isn't structural, the rest of it is. But anyway, I keep the stitch length a little bit shorter in between like what I typically do for a top stitch and an actual structural seam. Okay, now that means that that will be able to connect to the actual structural seams without concern. Yeah, I like the feel of this better already. I knew there was a reason why I did it this way. Okay. Okay, make sure that the interior fabric is tucked into the exterior fabric as much as I can without it being also too far in. Still need to be able to sew it without it looking ugly. Okay. A little bit of back stitch there, and then we'll get the last one here. Oh, okay, so I'm kind of, this white macaron critters is not my favorite of the macaron colors. I think it's still cute, but the other two that I had of it are in my opinion, are the ones I like better. But this glasses case is freaking adorable. Now we need a little bit of a rescue on this corner, it looks like. Or is that just, oh no, that just needs to be trimmed down and pushed in. It's just leftover threads from seam ripping. Okay, good. Whew. Okay, let's go across here. All right, here we go. We're gonna do this and around and across. There we go, all good. All right, trim all these down. This is where the lighter also comes in handy, is because you have so many thread ends on these sorts of things. So we'll go in and singe those off later. Okay, I'm gonna trim this down. Yeah, I don't like this one as much. Curses. Oh well. Not a big deal, it was just something to experiment with anyway, because why not? I'm gonna have a few. This won't really count under the seconds, this will still be a full cost one, but it's also just like, it's not how it's going to be done in future. There's a couple that I made at the beginning of this journey with the eyeglass cases where it's just like, nope, you are a complete dud, so hell to the no. Alright. Oh yeah, no, this is not fun. It's too puffy. Okay. No, get under there, come on. Okay, apparently it's like, no, okay, that's really not gonna work then. All right, let's get that trimmed down a little bit right here. So these are going to be available at the Kimono market. I know they're not Kimono objects, but I have a lot of those as well, because like I said, I ran into a whole stock of like, yeah, my machine really doesn't like this. A whole stock of OB wedge bags that I've nearly finished. What I'm going to do to make them a little bit more, not approachable, but like applicable, is I'm going to go in and add the D-ring tabs to them, and we'll do up some straps for them as well, because they had intended to be project bags originally, but I found that those didn't sell very well, because everyone thought that they were too precious. So I was like, all right, well then I'll make purses out of them. So that's where they've kind of like sat for the last little while. So we'll go in and make some, actually finish off the versions of them now. All right. It is nice, but it has the same fold issue on the front here as the stabilizer one does. And it's just, my machine fought me too hard on it. So we're just gonna stick with the stabilizer because yeah, there's also wrinkles in it. Okay, again, not bad, just not the look I'm going for, and I think the stabilizer actually gives a nicer, just as good a product. But yeah, this is what I was trying to avoid, is like, it's like one side kind of gets warbly. I probably need to, no, they're sewn in evenly, I think. That snap is definitely not in the right place, damn it. Okay, so this will be going into the seconds then, because yeah, that snap should have been a little bit further over. Oh well. Well, failed experiment. That's fine. It's gonna happen when you experiment. So we'll go in and yeah, that's just so much more satisfactory. Yeah. Okay. Don't ask why I didn't clip the other one. I think I kind of knew at the beginning of that process that just was not going to be what we wanted. But whatever. Alright. Get this nice and in. Throw a clip here and throw a clip here. Now I am not going to be on very late tonight. I am trying to maintain a more reasonable sleep schedule. So when I say not late, I'll probably only be on for about another half hour. So we'll see what we get done in that time. I don't even know. I don't know what to go to next. Like, do we go in and install zippers in the pouches, or do I go in and clip Kato bags? I'm like, what would be most beneficial for the kimono market? And I feel like, well, I kind of have to look forward from that too, in that I have the crochet retreat in June as well. And that will be open to the public, just a heads up. After a certain point, it's like open to the retreat attendees, and it's open to the public after that. All right, there we go. And then we're going to make sure that this folds down. Good. Oh, it's so adorable. I love this fabric. I hope I can find some more next time I go. And then these guys get heat transfer vinyl logos afterwards. And do always make sure to just do a little bit of a back stitch there, so that the because again, that's a stress point. So just making sure that like the stress points should be taken care of. If only it were that easy to take care of all our stress points. Yeah, no. Alright, next one done, and then I'll put in the heat transfer vinyl logo, and then the snap will be put in later as well. Yeah, this is the part that I don't like, is it kind of like crumples. Well, it's got to crumple underneath a little bit, but it's like uneven in the way that it crumples. That's what annoys me about this pattern. I love the glasses cases, but come on. I know, the pattern does call for fusible fleece, but like, no, it's too floppy. Actually, it might not. I need to actually look at the pattern again, because I don't know what it called for now that I actually say that out loud. I'm pretty sure it was fusible fleece. Maybe it was a stiffer, like, interior interfacing? I don't know. But anyway, now we'll have a few more ready for next weekend. Next weekend? 2 weeks from now. Oh, thank goodness. Peace was a good wake-up call. I thought that I was going to be able to dawdle a little bit in May. I can't dawdle in May. Not at all. It's like, oh boy. We set up and it's like I brought all those Drona because I was like, I'll have so much extra stock. I will need like to go underneath the grid wall, and nope. Everything was out. Every last single piece was out in that booth, and then a bunch of stuff sold. Again, thank you. I appreciate it. But now I'm like looking at my stock like, ooh boy. Okay. I am going to need to go like balls to the wall prep for the next few months. All right, I think we should do... Ooh, I should keep this because I have... Oh my goodness, there was something that we needed this for. Oh no. I need a proper bag so I can cut out drawstring channels. That's right. Okay. All right, and here's a couple scrunchies. So let's do the scrunchies because they're easy. I will not add the elastic in tonight, but we'll do the rest of the work with them because why not? I'm gonna need to like get a bin of like the partially prepped stuff. Things that just need that last little bit of finishing. Anyway, kids have school tomorrow, so I will be going in and into the cutting studio and cutting out more Kimono and Obi items. I need to restock build more stock on the wallets. Actually, maybe that's what we should do tomorrow, is I should cut out and sew some Amelia wallets, or Mia, whichever they are. Also another Miss Freckles design, really well done, just very finicky. So I'm like, is that something I want to put into production? I personally love the wallet, but oh my goodness, it was a lot of work. So maybe not. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna actually put that there because I want the... There we go. So this, for the scrunchies, I use the burrito method. There's like a million different ways to make scrunchies. I just find it the easiest for my brain to comprehend. So that's what I go with. I did find a bunch of cuts that will work awesome for wristlets. So there's going to be a bunch of new wristlets coming up here. And then obviously finishing off all these kato that have been cut and prepped. I also found a bunch of small box bag lining, which is awesome because we're out of lining fabric right now. I do know where that is because I put it directly with the small box bags. I just don't know where the eyeglass case fabric is. It's like, that's really annoying because that means I can't move forward on the eyeglass cases that are currently cut out. And it's like, really? Come on. Oh yeah, my youngest was putting out the little the guinea pig bag the other day and saying, and they totally messed up what they were. I can't even remember what they called them, but it was freaking adorable. So cute. It's like, really? It was some sort of sea creature. I can't remember what it was. Sea cucumbers maybe or something like that. But, yeah, adorable. I've started started the May challenge at the study. I'm also in technically what is the bridge program for the half marathon in September. So what I'm doing is I'm just doing a bunch of very easy runs because what I need to do right now is swallow my pride and do some like really good training of my base cardio again, because I don't got it right now. I don't know if I ever had it before either, but going into these endurance races and stuff like that, and the lengths that we're going into, I've talked about this before. I want to get a sub 5 or a 5-hour marathon. The only way to do that is to build that aerobic base so I'm not like instantly jumping up into my endurance and like race pace heart rate zones. Also just that is where the health part of running comes from, is that aerobic base that you gain from it as well. All heart rate zones have their validity. They are all useful for something, but my goal right now is to bring my pace down, so I need to bring my heart rate down. Basically be able to run faster. All right, so next what we'll do is I will put in elastic into this tube. Basically I've made a tube, and then we'll turn it, and then it gets top stitched there. All right, I could work on notions pouches, or I could clip Kato, and I feel like clipping Kato is probably going to be the more beneficial route. Also because there's a bunch behind here, and they already have all the like leather and everything ready to go, so why not? All right, I'm going to turn the camera so that you can observe the work, because it doesn't really happen on the sewing table. It all happens more or less over here in my lap. Because where else would it happen? Oh, shoot. Oh, you're the only one that isn't stitched? Okay, so I'm going to... Is the interior stitched? Or did I just shove it in here? Nope. Alright, right. I had to drop this one because I hadn't stitched the wedges. So let's stitch the wedges, and then we'll go into the clipping process. Starting with this one, because hi, why not? And then gonna go in like this, gonna go across like this. Anyway, so tomorrow I did movement and mobility class on Wednesday. That was really good. Teacher was really quirky, but not like in an annoying way. And then tomorrow is spin. And then Monday is spin, and then I really get into it when Dallas gets home on Tuesday. So a lot of time spent exercising this month, which is fine. The last time I did this challenge, I ended up doing like a PB for my race, so that was pretty awesome. 10K, not a half, but it's not going to hurt my half marathon this month either, so... Alright, so first things first, we go in and we grab the clip bin, because the clips are necessary for this work. And then I need to make a space to put all... Oh, wait, is that where... Is this where those linings ended up? No, not so far. There is a bag that needs to be top stitched. And there is the bag that we'll cut up for drawstring channels. Okay, sweet. Because I really want that Sakura bag as a Kato. So there we go. Okay, and then that is all linings for these other ones that are on here still. And then the rest of these bags that were on top of that bin are things that need to be sewn up because they're basically done. Or they're like done. They just need to be assembled. Final, like not even like assembled, but like final assembly. Oh, crap. Really? Oh, come on. Okay, the selvage didn't get caught in this one. Okay. I really don't want to put this back on the machine right now. Okay. Plus the machine is off for tonight. Okay, so let's throw that right. Okay, if I get thrown any other curveballs, I am done for tonight because I am fading fast. And like I said, I'm trying to keep a better sleep schedule. I'm also super distracted and don't really feel like doing these. So maybe let's go in. I want like some quick dopamine, I guess. Like, should I just sew these fast then? Why not? Let's do it. Oh, because a lot of them need dark top stitching. And where is your drawstring? There's your leather. Here's your interior. Where's the drawstring go? I totally also did both wedges on the interior, didn't I? Okay, I think it's just time to call it quits then. Did I even do... No, I didn't do the interior. I just did the exterior. Okay, well, that's one small win. But I think I'm at the point where it's like I am so distracted that it's probably just time to call it for the night. Damn it. Okay. Well, at least I got the eyeglasses cases done. It's not a surprise to me right now that I'm like not feeling it. I am reaching in here and grabbing all these scraps because I'm going to put them in the scrap bin while I'm thinking about it. Anyway, the scrap bin is upstairs. I could go upstairs and process scraps because all of these like need to be opened up to actually be usable. So I could go upstairs and do that for a little bit, or just let my brain chill because it's been a day. I actually got a lot of work done because the kids were chill. Yeah, and there's like a bunch here that need to be pulled. I didn't focus a lot on the desk here behind me simply because I was like, a lot of the disaster on top of this desk right now is going to naturally get cleared up when I actually sew the kato bags. And you have drawstrings, but not leather. Holy crap. Okay. Yeah, no, it's time to call it. It's time to call it for the night. It's early, but, alright. Yeah. There's just been a few too many curveballs, which tells me it is time for bed. And I can come back to this tomorrow with a clear head. We did get if you're just joining me, I got 2 scrunchies done, and I also got 3 eyeglasses cases mostly done. This is an experimental one that's not going to be done this way again. It had fusible foam in it, but I don't like the structure as much as the stabilizer that I've been using for the past like year. So, alrighty. It is, yeah, just time to head out. I'll chat with y'all tomorrow. I will post on Instagram when I'm on the stream. And I hope you all have a fantastic night or morning or whatever it is, wherever you are.